Newsline from Liberia and other parts of the world. I'm Chap Davis presenting on this Wednesday, November 22, 2023 edition of the program. Stories coming up. United States Embassy hails overall success of the 2023 presidential and legislative elections. Police arrest three people for allegedly burning the hands of an 11-year-old boy in Maghibie County. Korean government reaffirms support to Liberia in several critical sectors, donates 10 vehicles to foreign ministry, and out of Liberia, gunmen killed 9 people during an attack on a market in western Cameroon. All of these stories plus the news in French, sports, as well as many developments are all packaged. But first, let's take a bulletin of news with Zokwe Beslokone.
The United States Embassy has hailed the overall success of the just ended legislative and presidential elections. The embassy said the overall success of the polls has further consolidated Liberia's post-Civil War democratic gains. In a statement Wednesday, Chargé d'Affaires Rodrigo noted that the move has cemented Liberia's position as a beacon of democratic self-governance in Africa. Madam Rodrigo quoted reports by independent international and domestic observers as attesting to the success of the elections, praising the overall transparency and credibility of the process. She then congratulated President-elect Joseph Boakai on his victory and lauded President George Weah for gracefully accepting the election results. The U.S. envoy is at the same time calling on all Liberians to join President Weah and accept the results peacefully. The government of Korea has reaffirmed its commitment to working with the government of Liberia in several key areas. Korea Ambassador to Liberia Kim Yong-chu said his government will ensure that such relationship benefits the people of the country. He was speaking Wednesday when his government turned over 10 vehicles to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Receiving the vehicles, Foreign Minister D. Maxwell Kimaya lauded the Korean government for the gesture. Minister Kimaya said the vehicles were donated following a request made by him to the Korean government asking for 25 vehicles for the ministry. He added that they will further enhance efficiency at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Police in Maghibie County have charged 3 persons with aggravated assault for allegedly burning the hands of an 11-year-old girl, Masavani. According to our correspondent, Bendu Johnson, Doris Stowe, and Edward Colley had earlier accused the victim of stealing fried fish head belonging to one of the suspects being investigated. Our correspondent quotes the victim's auntie, Bendu Johnson, as saying she sent the victim in her house to get something, but she reportedly entered Doris' room and stole her fish. Meanwhile, the 11-year-old victim is undergoing treatment at the C.H. Rennie Hospital in Calcutta. The Executive Committee of the Association of Former Elected and Served Legislators of Liberia is congratulating President-elect Joseph Boakai on his election victory. The association said results from the presidential runoff show that Liberians have placed their trust and confidence in the leadership of Ambassador Boakai and Senator Jeremiah Kung. The committee wants the incoming administration to uphold the public trust and fulfill promises contained in their platform. A statement signed by Ben Patton also expressed appreciation to President George Weah for conceding to the democratic will of the Liberian people. Meanwhile, the Association of Former Elected and Served Legislators has lauded Liberians for peacefully conducting themselves during the 2023 presidential and legislative elections. The Liberia Crusaders for Peace has expressed deep sadness over the passing of former United States First Lady Rosalynn Carter. Rosalynn Carter passed away peacefully with family by her side at her home in Plains, Georgia, the United States. In a statement Wednesday, the LCP extended the deepest condolences to the people of the United States, President Jimmy Carter, and the entire Carter family for the irreparable loss sustained. The LCP believes Madam Carter's remarkable legacy of grace, compassion, and unwavering strength has left an indelible mark on the hearts of many, not only in the U.S. but also around the world. The Carter Center, which her husband Jimmy Carter established after leaving office, has been a key partner to the LCP and other civil society groups helping to improve lives in Liberia by resolving conflicts, advancing democracy, and preventing diseases. Unknown individuals have ransacked the Flama and Sherman Kindergarten and Elementary School in Riverside County. Our correspondent said the unknown men took away documents and chairs and destroyed blackboards at the school. That's the burglary of the only government institution in Sestos has sparked growing concerns among residents in the area. In another development, 18 traditional women have been trained in cassava processing in Riverside County. The chair lady of the women, Alice Joe, said the training was aimed at educating the women on how to process cassavas, planting, and other food items. And a vehicle has been donated to the country office of the West African Health Organization. WAHO is a specialized institution of the regional bloc ECOWAS responsible for health issues in the region. During the handover of the vehicle on Monday, ECOWAS ambassador to Liberia, Josephine Nkrumah, said the vehicle will enable the focal person for health issues to perform efficiently. Ambassador Nkrumah further said the donation is to ensure the effective implementation of WAHO-led projects across Liberia. Receiving the donation, WAHO liaison officer at the Health Ministry, Dr. Carlo Jabehau, praised the organization for the kind gesture and assured that the vehicle will be used for its intended purpose. She stated that as part of its project, WAHO is involved in capacity training and distribution of pharmaceuticals in rural areas of the country.
Many thanks to Zokwe for the news bulletin. This is Newsline here on ELBC Radio. One of the top stories, United States Embassy hails overall success of the 2023 presidential and legislative elections. To this one, the governments of Liberia and the United States have conveyed profound condolences to the families of Monday's accident victims. Both governments, in separate statements Tuesday, urged citizens to maintain the peace and unite as a nation in the midst of the tragedy. Pastor Talu has been reading through the two releases and now reports.
A release from the Liberian